En un mundo en movimiento, la cobertura integral ante cualquier problema es cada vez más importante, en especial para un elemento clave: los vehículos. Así, a fines de marzo se realizó el evento de lanzamiento para Latinoamérica de Veritas WAGAS, una destacada empresa de aseguramiento y garantías extendidas para todo tipo de automóviles y vehículos motorizados. Su concepto busca abarcar las necesidades integrales de los consumidores y concesionarios, enfocándose en coberturas ante potenciales fallas mecánicas y reemplazos de piezas. Veritas WAGAS ya tiene presencia en varios de los mercados más importantes del mundo, tales como Estados Unidos, Europa y Sudáfrica. Con un portafolio de más de 250 millones de dólares en ventas, la empresa escogió Chile como el país desde el que iniciarán su despliegue en la región. El CEO de Veritas WAGAS, Norton, encabezó el lanzamiento de la marca en Chile y conversó con Fernando Paulsen de los desafíos que enfrenta la industria, las particularidades y ventajas que tendrá el modelo para los clientes y cómo se ve el futuro del mundo de los vehículos y sus productos asociados.
Okay, we're here with Norton. Elijah, I checked you in internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I checked you. And what was impressing is that it says, hey, you change absolutely the logic of the typical leasing car in the United States. You generated an enormous amount of possibilities that some person can have a car, the car of his dreams, without paying the full amount of the car. How that can't be so?
It is. We've been doing this since 2011. Veritas WAGAS is one of the largest F&I providers. We do business with some of the biggest dealer groups in the United States. We do over $250 million a year in premiums annually. We operate in the US, Canada, the European Union, South Africa, and now Chile. And we're very excited to bring our innovative solutions to Chile to help consumers.
Tell me,
here.
Elijah, how does it's different what you do now that you just told us, and a classical leasing?
Well, I think our product is really designed for people that want to buy and own a car, something they can keep in their family for generations, they can pass down the line, that they want to keep for longer than just a year and trade it every year. This allows people to keep their car for longer, save money. They can then take it to their dealer to repair, and they don't have to worry about covering the cost of repairs. And it's a proven model. It works in the US, it works globally. We've proven it globally. And when we first came to Chile, I've been visiting Chile for the last 4 years, a beautiful country. I love Santiago, I love the countryside here. It's an amazing country. One thing I noticed was that there was a lack of good extended guarantee providers and extended guarantee administrators here in Chile. There are two companies that offer maybe 1 year terms, small terms.
That's me!
1 year, yeah. And no, just low coverage, like one offered $2,500 to fix the car. And the engine is more than that. The engine is $5,000 or $6,000 US dollars generally to fix just an engine or a gearbox is. So there needs to be a product that has better coverage, that can have better terms. So for example, the guarantees that we're administering go up to 10 years. We cover up to 20 model years. It really provides good coverage for customers, and it helps the dealer and the customer.
Now, tell me, the world is changing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have China as the main provider of electric cars. So how can that situation shovel the whole thing of giving guarantees to the people?
Well, you know what? We were actually one of the first guarantee companies in the United States to actually offer coverage for electric batteries. So in the United States right now today, you can buy one of our electric products. It covers the battery for the life of the guarantee. And it's a great product. We were one of the first ones. So we have experience in that. And we've actually brought that product to Chile. So if a dealer wants to offer a guarantee on the extended battery, we can administer that, and we can help the dealer and the customer.
And you somehow you foresee that there's gonna be a a big clinch with China? China is the one that is competing with you?
Well, China's not competing with us. We look at whether the car is made in China or the United States or Germany or Japan, wherever. We look at the product in the car. We don't look at where the car came from.
Okay.
Our goal is to guarantee and provide the service for anything that has an engine. Be it a car, be it an EV, be it a power sport, even commercial trucks we can do. A wide range of things, because we really believe that it's important for people to have guarantees on their vehicles. Not just for the customer, for the dealer. Helps the dealer make sure that they have a good relationship with their customer, and the customer can take their car back to the dealer they bought it from, who they trust.
Yeah. Few years ago, maybe a decade ago, you have one specific situation. I get some, saving, and I buy a car. And the car is mine, it's my car. Then, all over the world, mostly, came the obligation that you have to have some insurance and you have to get the car in there. Okay, I pay that. But a different thing is that you have a car that is taking care of you in things that you are forced to have. That's a total change of things.
Well, I think you need insurance to protect your car if something happens, if you get in an accident or a collision or it gets stolen or whatever. But you also need, I think, a guarantee in case something happens mechanically, because most people don't have 5,000 to 10,000 USD. How many pesos is that? That's thousands and thousands of pesos to fix your car if something happens. And this provides you the peace of mind and guarantee and the tranquility to know that if something happens, you have something there to protect you.
Okay, now let's go to culture. Owning a car for an enormous amount of people in the world at one moment, and maybe today still, is a sign of development. Okay, I can buy a car in a new stage. How come that's still valid?
I think it's valid. It's been valid for 50 years, and I think it's going to be valid for another 100 years. I mean, I can remember when I was 16 and I got my first car. It was a big achievement for me, and when I was able to buy a new car, it was a big achievement. And so I think it's just a personal achievement, just like a house or a car or an apartment. It's a step in life, and it's something that it's yours. It makes sure that you can get from point A to point B without relying on public transportation or the train or whatever, or walking. And I think it's a really good asset for everyone to have. And this guarantee product, I think, helps dealers extend the life of the cars.
Okay, Elijah, every good businessman like yourself thinks, in 20, 30 years, what is coming that we don't have yet?
I think we're going to see more, that's a great question. I think we're going to see more EVs, but I also think there's a limit to how much of the market can be captured because of lithium shortages and things like that. You probably know, because Chile is one of the #1 lithium mining countries in the world. I think you're going to start to see hydrogen cars become more prevalent. I also think in the 2030s, you're going to see self-driving cars become more of a thing, where if you buy a car, it'll have a self-driving function to it.
It doesn't scare you?
You know what? Actually,
the car is
actually
acting on its own.
It does and it doesn't. Interestingly enough, where I live, which is in Phoenix, Arizona. I mean, I travel all over the world, so I'm home very little of the time. But in Phoenix, where I live, we have self-driving cars. In fact, we have a taxi that's a self-driving taxi, and I've been in it once or twice, and it was very safe. It got me to where I wanted to go. But I think self-driving technology is going to become a thing. Tesla's implemented it in some of their electric cars. So I think you're going to see more hydrogen fuel cell cars, you're going to see more electric cars, you're going to see more self-driving cars, and you're going to see more hybrid cars, cars that are still internal combustion engines, but also combine gas as well. And I think people they're still going to have gas cars, but I think they're going to have more of mileage, or more efficient in the kilometers that they use to the tank. So
yeah. The French philosopher Jacques Ellul used to say a sentence that says, every single modern nation puts the immediate previous modern nation as an antique. Are we gonna see our nice, beautiful cars as an antique near soon?
I don't think we're going to see cars as a concept as an antique, but like think about it. Cars in the 90s are now considered antiques today, and cars in the 80s are considered antiques. When I was a kid, cars from the 60s were considered antiques. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because actually when a car becomes antique, there's a difference between a car being old and a car being antique, because if it's antique, it actually can rise in value. So I just think I don't think there's going to be, I think you're going to see a change in the way cars look. We've seen that for the last 100 years. I think you're going to see more EVs, more hydrogen, more technologically advanced cars with computers for the dashboard. But a car's a car, and I think it's going to continue to be that way for the foreseeable future.
So the automobile created a culture of civilization. Is that in peril?
Is that what?
Is that under danger?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think it's only going to make things better as cars become better, as they become safer, as the technology advances within the cars and the systems that are in the cars. I think it's only going to make civilization better, is my argument.
Yes, I always say, sometimes in my show I said, hey, even the criminal stops in a red light.
Most of the time, yes. Yes,
most of the time, if it's not being chased. But if it's not being chased, he stops in the red light.
That's true.
So that's a teaching from the cars. That's not a teaching from something that we developed. As human beings, let's design something that makes us stop. No. Cars had to be invented, so we can have a red light. So you have to stop, and a green light so you can go.
That's a very interesting point. Yeah, very, very interesting point.
So you think cars are here for a long time?
Very much so. Yes, I do. I think they're going to be here at least 50 years. I mean, I can't predict the future, but if I had to, I'd say a minimum 50 years. Yes.
Elijah, thanks a lot for this conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take care.
Very nice to see you. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.